All right, thanks, Paul. So I'm Hannah, Business Development Executive at Ceno Genetics. So thanks very much for having me. I'm excited to share what we're up to with our COVID work. So Ceno is sort of traditionally a matchmaking service for clinical trials and research studies. And we specialize in finding patient cohorts with specific genetic variants. Now, we thought that might be useful for the COVID era. So we recently won an Innovate UK grant to build a patient-centric genomic biobank of those suffering from COVID-related illness. And we're going to use this opportunity to help accelerate research into something that's being called long COVID. So at the moment, there are basically quite a heavy research focus on the acute phase of COVID. So that's when you're sort of in hospital, you've got the virus, and you've got severe illness related to that, and people are trying to figure out why some people are more likely to get that, and then also obviously treatment and recovery methods to help those patients. But you might have noticed in the news that there's lots of patients with symptoms and illness for like hundreds of days afterwards. And basically that's not been a bit of focus of the scientific research so far. So we're trying to build a biobank that will help to capture that patient-generated data of those people who are suffering different types of illness over that time period. And we're going to match that with genotyping data. And that's really exciting. So we're sort of developing our research questions as we go and as we speak to collaborators, but essentially we want to understand which population should be shielding from coronavirus exposure, and to sort of let that population know exactly why they might be more at risk in a nice, open, friendly way. So we've got some money from Innovate UK, as I mentioned, for that. And our initial plans are to do 1,000 patients. And we obviously would love to do much more. So we hope to partner with sequencing companies, researchers, biotech and pharma to make this much bigger. And that's something I've been doing over the last 4 weeks as I've started working on this project, and it's really exciting. I've got some really lovely people in the pipeline to work with. And just wanted to show you a little bit more about our platform. So it's a really user-friendly way for patients to engage with scientific research. Patients and participants can actually decide exactly what data to share and what studies to join, which is really nice. And we have fully customizable surveys which allow us to easily collect longitudinal data. So if you're one of our collaborators and you suddenly think of another question to ask this patient population, we can do that easily because they're already engaged with the research and they're here on our platform ready to answer those next questions, which is really cool. And the cool thing about what we've already done and what we've proven over the past 3 years we've been operating is that we have home testing logistics all set up. So when we want to genotype certain patients, we just send them a saliva kit and then send it off to our sequencing partners, and that's all done and dusted. But I guess the most exciting thing about Ceno's platform is it really works within our company values, which are to build and maintain trust with those that we work with. So we share regular updates with the patients and participants that we have. We know that it's frustrating for some to work with researchers and just not send them samples and then not hear anything at all about what happened with their sample or their research. So that's really one of our key things that we're liking, and our patients are really liking as well. So that's a sort of whistle-stop tour of what we're up to. It's very early days, but if you want to get involved, you can definitely email me at hannah@cenogenetics.com, or if you've experienced long COVID or you just want to participate in the collaboration or sign up to our newsletter to hear what we're up to, you can go to the website cenogenetics.com/land/COVID-19, and you can sign up there. And we're really open to any feedback or any ideas. It'd be great to hear if you'd like to get involved as well. And that was my whistle-stop tour for today, but lovely to chat with you all. If you want to ask me anything in the chat, then please do.